Ooh, good morning, guys. You guys coming? You need pants on though. Well, it's been a long time since we've done a farm tour. I think it's been about a year since we last did one. We had some Indio Gante eggs that were out in the tall grass, and we've got some other crazy stuff going on today that we want to share with you. So let's get some water filled up and take you around and show you how our property's laid out and show you how all the animals are doing. Let's go. Working on a new beehive in here. Can't show you quite yet, but we're excited about what we're doing with the bees right now. Take that to Mom.
I need a bucket. Thank you.
So we've had the pigs here for, well, all of winter, and so they don't have any grass in there, and all the grass is tall outside. So first thing we're gonna do is move all this fencing. Bought these little, they're like hangers for gun targets, and we hooked them up because we used to use zip ties, and the pigs would eventually push and break the connections. So we can unhook it all, move it to a new spot, move the pigs over, and then they'll be secure in a new area. And I found out this cool tip using this T-post driver. Saw somebody on Instagram that used it to slide it on, pull these T-posts out pretty easily, and way easier than trying to hand do it. So the last tough part is hauling the pig house a long ways, and then we'll be all set. Barbie. So what do you think? They're gonna be excited about their new place?
Oh yeah. They were pushing on the fences, trying to get the grass.
Alright, well now we've got the biggest task of the morning out of the way. So now we can play with the birds and milk the cow in a little bit. You taking a bath in the water?
Yeah.
Let's see. Is that how you're staying cool?
Yes.
Now we're to the back over here at the breeder coops. We've got our Bruges fighters here in the first one. Check out how big they've been getting. So we've got one Bruges fighter that's a male for sure. There's 3 other black dominant ones that are looking like females, and then Rubble has some tail feathers and saddle feathers that look like a male. Oh, she just swallowed it whole. So we had the Indio Gantes sitting on eggs in here. We had one female sitting on eggs, and then a second one was sitting on the eggs and was breaking them because they were both fighting over them. And so we moved her next door to the young flock, and we're gonna show her in a minute. And then there was another birdie one. So these Indio Gantes go birdie like crazy. So we've had a second Indio Gante that was sitting on eggs up here, and there were maybe 12 or 13 eggs, and a lot of them have been broken with other chickens sitting on them. We've got a birdie hen down below too, but let's see what's going on with these eggs. She's gonna protect her. So what do we have here?
Looks like looks like a Indio Gante and maybe an Easter egger.
We didn't know these eggs were gonna work out. She's been breaking so many of them. All right, so we've got a couple chicks here. We've got a brooder. We've got a couple different places we could move them to so that they can have a safe space away from bigger chickens. All right, so that gives us a safe place to put our mama hen, the 2 chicks, and we've got the eggs in there too if she still wants to sit on them or not. And then that frees up the nesting box in there, and we've got some other things we need to do with that coop because it's a coop we need to start using to raise some of our young. So we've got all of our chickens out of here, but we need to move the olive eggers over into here so we give them a bigger space to live in. Grab your eye, come here. All right, so I've got 2 chickens here, and Bella wants me to hold her. Now what I like to do when possible, moving them to the main flock, is show them where their coop is, because we're most likely gonna have to get all these birds in tonight, into their coop. We'll come in here, we'll put them on a roosting bar. They'll probably run off right away. You got any eggs? All right, go take her in the coop. Oh, the rooster got out, you guys. So right here we've got our olive egger coops. We got 7 on each side, so 14. So we're gonna move them over inside the coop from the younger chickens that we just moved out. And then we'll keep them in there to give them more space to move around.
This is a good chicken.
I like your shoes.
Yeah. Nice shoes.
Nope. Alright, we got the second batch of chicks here. Here you are. Alright, here we go. Oh, they're already doing dust bathing. It's good. Come on. Come on. When she sees everybody else catch their chickens, then she wants to do it too.
Yeah.
You hold it?
Catch that one.
Can you get it?
This one? This one?
She's doing great. She's doing great. All right, now we're back to the regular spot that we do our chores. I was a little out of the place there because we usually go pigs and then turkeys, bantam flock, and move our way around, and so that threw us off a little bit. Now we're here with our 2 male turkeys, and there are 2 pretty mean roosters, Shammy and our silver phoenix. So let's get them some food and water. We're now over in the bantam flock. That's our small chickens, and got about 25 chickens in here. We just did a mite and lice dip a couple days ago, so everyone got treated and made it through just fine. And so we're doing that twice a year in all of our flocks. So this one, Butters, is one of our cross beaks. We just gave a little trim to her beak so she could eat and drink in under that beak. This way, Joe. All right, so Joey did a good job wearing this guy out. He was outside the fence, and get him back in, get him back with the roosters. Joey chases him around for a while till he finally runs out of breath. Now he's safe to come back in. So over here we've got our rooster flock. We've got our peacocks, our peafowl. We've got our red golden pheasant male and females right there, and then this is some backup males in here, and then our mandarin ducks right over here. The plan is to be done with the aviary around September. We're working on some stuff right now with it, so we should be able to give you an update in the next couple weeks. We've got to move backwards to move forwards on a few of the things we've done, so we're working on it, and we'll get all of these peafowl, pheasants, and mandarins all over there later this year. Oh, she's sitting on. All right, we've got too many eggs in here. So the red golden pheasants have been laying a ton of eggs. I just haven't had time or space to incubate any of these, so I've been waiting for them to do it, and they're finally sitting on them, but now there's way too many eggs in here. So I'm going to clear some of them out just to make it a little simpler so they don't try to sit on one day and sit on 5 others another day and just get confused on what they're actually trying to sit on. Maybe 15, 20 down there. Hey there, bud. So we'll take those out and make it a little cleaner for them. We just moved the general back in today, so he's got to fight for his line in the pecking order with all the other roosters. Now we're heading into the mandarin ducks. We've got one nest sitting on eggs, and we've got a little hatch going on inside the house that I'm excited to show you in a little bit too. I think there's a few down there. We finally made it to the main flock. It's taken us a couple extra hours today to do the chores with all the projects we've been working on. So we recently had moved out the Ayam Chamanis for a little bit, trying to do a breeding project and collect eggs. We have a lot of people that asked for the all black Ayam Chamanis. They didn't lay many eggs, and turns out our Ayam Chamanis are getting pretty old. Well, there's a pretty black copper Moran egg. So we'll update you more about what the I Am Chamanis are doing in a couple of videos from now, but it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get eggs from Johnny Cash and our couple hens. So we're gonna have to keep working on hatching out some more to get some younger birds into the mix. So we've got our ducks down here at the pond. We collect our egg from squeakers. We've got 2 females and a male down here. And then we've got our hook-billed pair junior, an extra space. It's off the fence, off the orchard. And so we're able to put those ducks in at night to keep them safe, but then give them a little area to play during the day. And that way we're able to get pure hook-bill eggs. So we milk our cow Dolly 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and sometimes on Saturday if we need some more milk, if we've been using it a lot. So today is a milking day. We put her in at night, separate out the calf, Poppy, and then after we milk, then we put them back together, and Poppy's able to eat and drink the rest of the day. This is Randy's cow, Masla. He came and did a trade with us a little over a year ago, and so he could breed Dolly, and that gave us Poppy, and then he's also breeding Maisie, our first calf from Dolly, and we're hoping to get her back in maybe about a month. So we've explained it a few times, but Poppy, we keep a harness on, and then we tie her up just in the mornings when we're milking, just because we want to get her comfortable with us, get her used to, we feed her some food every morning, and so it's made her really comfortable and calm with us because we didn't bottle feed her, and so we're just hoping to have a good, easy to handle milk cow someday from her. After Becky gets Dolly cleaned up, then we're ready to milk her. It only takes about 5 to 10 minutes.
So after we milk them, we just clean her up with some teat dip, so bacteria don't get up in the teeth.
So every time we show Dolly, we're always going to get comments that are, wow, she is skinny, she is bony. One, if you see Masla, she's not in milk, she's not feeding any calf, she's much bigger, much wider. Jersey cows, while they eat a lot, they hardly put on weight when they're in milk. They put all of their milk production to producing milk. Now some will still put on more weight than Dolly, but we've never been able to put much weight on her when she's in milk. So she puts on a lot more weight before and after, but right now she's putting all of that weight towards milk production. So she's lost her winter coats, that also makes her look thinner, but she's one that no matter deworming, feeding more, she's gonna still put all of that food towards milk.
Nightlight. I don't know how to do that.
We're here at our pigeons right next to the quail barn and ready to let out our homing pigeons for the day. They fly off for about 20 seconds and then they come right back up here and land and hang out, and then they go back in and they'll do a few flights around the property throughout the day. So we're over here at the emus. We need to do a little cleaning up here today. We'll clean up their pens, refill their food. We're gonna pour out their water. They can play in the water a little bit, and then we need to mow. They've got some really tall grass over here, so we'll come in and do that now. Oh man, Bert's over here sitting on eggs. A couple of them were due this week, but we've got a bunch more under them that are still a few weeks further than that, so can't really say for sure which eggs are good and which ones are bad until they're all bad. set. We've got much shorter grass because they don't keep it down. Got some fresh food for them and clean water. Hey, cashew. All right, so now we're at the getting eggs started part of the day. I've got those pheasant eggs that we collected. It's about 25 down there, so I've got to get out another incubator. I've got 2 or 3 running in our bathroom and the old Lumia 16 out. It's been a while since I've used this incubator. It's always done really well for us, so it's probably in my top 3 tabletop incubators, so let's get it started. All right, so I've got that incubator started up. Got the thermometer in there so I can see when we're all set on temp, and then we'll get these pheasant eggs started here this evening or maybe tomorrow morning. Now I'll get suited up. We've got to head out to the apiary, the beehives. So we're out here at the beehives. We currently have 8 beehives out here, and we're going to get into our blue hive. I want to check that real quick, and our yellow and our red, and then we'll go over to the flow hives for a few minutes. But we're just doing a quick check, checking on our queens, seeing how they're doing.
They're into the honey.
We need to see where the queen's at in here, so we didn't find her yesterday.
Drone bees. All of that half drone. Oh yeah, this is the drone. All of it must go drone.
Amazing. Just some beautiful frames here. Already starting to cap towards the end of May. Really beautiful. And there's our beautiful red hive queen. This hive is doing our best, so she's amazing. This is easily the strongest we've ever had the Lego hive. We've got the deep brood box is nearly full. I think all but 1 frame, and then they're already starting to move into the next deep box. So hoping we can get to a super this year. We may have to build another box to put on top, but really excited to see if we can get the Lego hive through the winter this year. We're over here at the flow hives. We got our blue, green, yellow that we've had in the past, and we added 2 more this year, an orange and a red. And so we've got a split between the yellow and the green. That's all we've got right now. We're going to get a couple more nukes here soon, but we've got our 2 hives over here that are doing well. There's the queen. All right, we got to get her marked. And we found 1 new queen that had just emerged, and so we got her marked, and we'll see if she's, I think she's about to go off and take her mating flight. Let's head inside, and I've got a little surprise for you in the incubator. So, the big surprise. We brought a few Mandarin duck eggs in when they weren't sitting on them, and look what happened. So this little guy hatched yesterday, and we got to move him to one of the brooders. So we've either got to pick the button quail, or we've got to pick the 2 chicks with the Indio Gante outside. So let's go see who will accept this little one and keep him or her warm overnight. What do you think of our little Mandarin duckling?
He's so cute.
Well, I'll go see if the Indio Gante mom will take care of him.
Okay.
Would you take care of a little duckling? Well, she accepted him, so we'll see if he makes it till the morning.